Welcome back to Tight Lining Maryland. I really appreciate you showing up today to watch this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that button down on the bottom right. I promise you today you're going to learn something from today's video. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to challenge ourselves to catch fish on 3 different versions of the mono rig. We're going to use a 10-foot 3-weight Syndicate rod. It's paired with a Lamson liquid 4-weight, and then I'll leave a description, a tag up in the top for a card so that you can see what the mono rig is, because basically that's going to be the system that we use here today to catch trout 3 different types of ways. We're going to catch them on a double nymph rig, which is what we have right now, with a Frenchie as our top fly and a Copper John as our bottom. I'll probably change out the Copper John here in a moment. Then what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up to a dry dropper and try to catch fish on that. And then finally we'll switch to a streamer. The reason why I like the mono rig is, number one, its versatility. I can use all 3 types without having to change anything, and on a small stream where we're not going to get any huge fish, I can use the same size tippet the entire day. Then on top of that, the other component that I like is that the mono rig, I don't have to change anything out. I've been using this same exact rig, not just the mono rig, but I mean the one that's on this reel. I've been using that for 9 to 12 months easily. It's time to change it up and get a fresher one on, but man, I've been using that forever. So if you're somebody that's like, fly fishing is so expensive, maybe to get started it is. But after that, there are ways to trim the cost, and the mono rig is one of them. So let's check out to see how versatile this thing is and catch a variety of fish in a variety of ways. Thank you for tuning back in. There we go. Got our first one here on the double nymph rig. He took the hare's ear, so we're not going to get skunked today. Might lose him. No net, barbless hooks, but we'll bring him over. Try to show him off to you real quick and then get him back. Damn. Right in the finger. Oh, he's gone. So, wish I could have gotten you that one live to see him on film, because he was pretty and a nice fish. But, you know, you saw it. 7/8 inch brownie. Nice small stream wild fish. So, gotta love the versatility of the mono rig. So, that gets us our first fish of the day. And we'll try to pick out another one, see what happens. Alright, so we're coming up on a really nice spot to be able to, I would say, streamer fish it. So I think what we'll do is we'll at least change the bottom fly right here to a streamer and see what happens. And try to get one out of this little lower and slower hole. Simple change allows me to put on a streamer in a matter of seconds, about a minute total. And now I have on a streamer and a nymph, which is perfectly fine. You know, you don't have to just fish a streamer by itself. I've caught, you know, fish on the nymph while using a streamer and vice versa. So let's see if we can't, in this little pocket of deeper water with the color and the flow coming in, let's see if we can't dredge out a brown out of here. Hey, there we go. Got him. Right in the hole he's supposed to be. And he hit the nymph too. So again, just to show you, even if we don't end up getting one on the streamer, it's still a streamer rig that we're using. So you got to appreciate still being able to get a fish on the nymph. This guy's been eating good too. Nice and fat. Sitting right up in the spot he's supposed to be in. Fatty, gorgeous fish. Back he goes. Alright, let's try again. We definitely had a take in here. I don't know if it was the streamer or the nymph. But, and then if not, we can always switch to the dry dropper. All right, so why don't we try that? Let's switch it up since we got one on the streamer and nymph rig. Let's switch it up to the dry dropper and see how we do. All right, so I switched up and stayed in the same hole, and what I did is I put on a dry dropper rig. I don't have on much tippet like I usually would. This is only about 1.5 foot, I would guess, to my first fly, which is my chubby Chernobyl kind of pink fly, and something that's high vis and something that they should be able to pick up. I don't think, given the conditions and the stream and the day and all that, that we're gonna get a lot on top, but what it might do is act as a suspension system that if it goes under, it means they took the hair's ear. So let's see if we can't maybe pick up some fish here on the dry dropper, which we don't throw a whole lot. And just like that, we got a fish. Again, acts as a great suspension system. Allows you to quickly pick up any takes because it'll pull the dry fly right under, and there he goes. So we're gonna see if he's got any friends in that hole, but that's a nice fish for this stream. Again, anything 6 to 8 inches I think is a good fish, and then if you get anything double digits, you've kind of hit the pinnacle of the food chain in here. So really easy to pick up the take with that dry dropper, especially the chubby Chernobyl. You know, sometimes I'll use, you know, certain kind of caddis or other things, and then I have a tough time seeing if they actually took it, because sometimes I lose track of the dry fly. This is not the case here. So that's gonna wrap it up here for Tightlining Maryland. I was able to get fish on 3 different style presentations today. Kind of 2.5, but really close to 3, and still had some takes on even the one where I'm saying it's a half. But we got fish on a double nymph rig. We got fish on a streamer rig, and we got fish on a dry dropper rig, and even some takes on top. So absolutely great day. Wish we would have caught a couple more fish, but again, the goal was just to get 1, maybe 2 on each, and we did succeed in that. So I hope you enjoyed today's short tutorial. Don't go out and buy a bunch of leaders and fly lines and all different kinds of crazy stuff. You can make fly fishing really, really fun and a lot cheaper and a lot less to fumble over on the stream like I did for my first year or 2 before I kind of switched over to this and then started the YouTube channel. So hope you enjoyed, hope you picked up a tip, and tight lines.